actually done some good work. He will get nailed here with the right hand. And he was throwing his own left hand. And that's what you face when you face Wilder, because at any moment, that power can get you. And the right hand is a very powerful punch, and made more powerful by Szpilka walking into it, adding to the power of the punch.
Yeah, and the other, it actually was on the chin from the other side. It looked like by the but it shot right on the chin. Well timed by Wilder. When Szpilka would come in looking for that overhand left, he came in a little bit wild.
The left hand very wide for Szpilka, and he was hit with the right. Now, he had taken right hands before this fight and not been hurt, but that one was different because he was coming in and he was hit flush.
Exactly.
Boxing Truth here. It was a solid outing by the defending WBC heavyweight champion Deontay Wilder. He had a good performance tonight. He was in there with a surprisingly pretty good footwork shown by Szpilka in that fight. Surprised me with his footwork. However, he just wasn't successful in getting inside as much as he would like to land big punches. That was the difference in the fight. Deontay was able to maintain his distance, stay on the outside, stay out of harm's way. And it wasn't an easy fight for Wilder. He had to make adjustments because the movement and the footwork of Szpilka bothered Wilder. He couldn't really land his combinations. He had trouble hitting Szpilka in early rounds. It was a competitive fight for like the first 6 rounds. Some of the rounds were very hard to score. Could have went either way. Some of the rounds were the first half of the fight. However, Deontay adjusted. He was having trouble finding the range on Szpilka to land his straight right. But Wilder adjusted. He was able to find the right range, and he started getting a lot more confidence whenever he was able to hit Szpilka flush. It really raised his confidence level, and he was able to land the big right hand in the 9th round to put him out. Then it didn't seem like the knockout was going to occur in the fight. Didn't seem like it. Szpilka was taking his shots, Wilder's shots overall very well until he landed the right hand to end the bout. It was a devastating knockout for Deontay Wilder. Good win for him. He made a statement, this type of statement that he wanted to make. Now, the future is pretty much most likely he will make the mandatory defense, the long-awaited mandatory defense against Povetkin. However, people are speculating in boxing that Deontay might find a way out of that mandatory defense. I don't see why he would do that. I believe he can beat Alexander Povetkin. The height advantage will be another big factor in that fight. Povetkin has not shown or proven that he could get inside on really tall fighters, especially the type with the physical talent of like a Vladimir Klitschko and a Deontay Wilder. So it'll be an interesting fight. Right now, I pick Deontay to win that fight if it were to happen. However, Al Heyman has an option to bypass that mandatory. He could perhaps match him with the IBF champ Charles Martin, who was also an Al Heyman fighter. He could make a unification fight, but he would have to seek approval from the WBC for that fight to be sanctioned by the WBC. It's very possible the WBC will sanction that bout. They're in good relations with Al Heyman right now. Remains to be seen, but I don't think a lot of people are speculating that Wilder may drop the belt to fight Martin if the WBC doesn't approve. But it won't be a good look at all for Wilder to drop that belt. He should fight Povetkin next. If it's mandated, if that's who's next, then that's who he has to fight. I don't see that being the option Heyman takes. I don't think he's gonna match Wilder with Martin if he's not confident enough. If he's not confident enough to think that Wilder can defeat Povetkin. If he was to make that fight, I believe he would make it down the road. Martin needs at least another good quality win under his belt, a little more experience. He just didn't. didn't have much from Glasgow, so Glasgow pretty much just handed him the belt by hurting himself. I don't see that fight happening next. I believe the mandatory defense with Povetkin will happen. We'll see if that fight goes down. Hopefully it goes down, and then Wilder will get a chance to, prove his haters wrong. It'll be a good fight for Wilder. It's a very winnable fight for Wilder. I believe he gets the win against Povetkin. Hopefully that fight will go down next. This is Boxing Truth. I'm out.